Let's talk a little bit about William Barr. William Barr was the Attorney General at the end of Donald Trump's failed presidential term. And William Barr has basically turned on Trump, but would probably still vote for him over a Democrat. I know, think that through. But William Barr has now said, listen, all of this stuff about privilege doesn't make sense. Trump having documents at a country club doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. And now it does appear as though Trump has fully turned on William Barr as well. Sort of a deranged open mic night feel at Bedminster over the weekend. That's one of Donald Trump's golf clubs. And in what is just an absolutely terrible, terrible attempt at stand-up comedy, Trump went after Bill Barr basically by calling him fat, saying all he wanted to do was eat. Check this out, and I apologize for the poor audio quality.
That's what I'm looking for, General. How these stiffs that we have, these weak, stupid people. These attorney generals that don't know how to do their job. Like Bill Barr, all he wanted to do is eat. So we have too many of these people, call them rhinos, call whatever you want to call them. I said, General, I think I'm in love. Let's go. And then another general, he a sergeant, like a drill sergeant.
Yeah. What's crazier? The things that Trump says, like my attorney general was fat, even though, by the way, Trump doesn't exactly look like he's missed too many meals, or the fact that the cult members laugh as if this stuff were funny, Both are kind of weird. Another clip, this also, I believe this is also from Bedminster, but in a different room or something. Here, Trump is already suggesting that Sarah Huckabee Sanders, who's running for governor of Arkansas, and yes, she's the daughter of former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, Trump already is floating that Sarah Huckabee Sanders is going to have the election stolen from her due to this ubiquitous and ever-present fraud.
I bought a Trump tie. Can you believe that? Is that right, Mike? And I said, I love this guy. But Mike has been a friend of mine from the beginning, and his daughter, as you know, and I give Janet the credit. And they're both here, by the way, two incredible people. But his daughter is just an exceptional person.
Yeah.
An exceptional person. And when you see what they have right now, feeding us the information, and then you compare that with Sarah, it's not even believable. She was so incredible, and she took abuse and she gave it back when necessary. But she took tremendous abuse, and they were nasty right from day one.
Terrible.
But there was nobody ever like her. Now she's going to be. Well, I mean, we don't want to talk. There still is an election in November, Mike, right? You know, so she still has to win it. They say pretty routine, but there's nothing routine in politics, Mike. You know, maybe those votes don't come in. Maybe they find a couple of million votes like they did with us. You know? There'll be a big dump at 3:02 in the morning in the state of Arkansas.
More dumps.
Millions of votes will be found, and she will have lost by 100 votes. Now, I mean, it's not going to happen, but she still does have an election, so we have to remember that. But she's an incredible person.
Yeah. Now, Trump is right. It does seem like it's that the Arkansas gubernatorial seems like it's mostly going to be a formality. Doesn't look like a Democrat's going to take that one. But this is the constant undermining of confidence in our election systems. And there's nothing concerning happening in Arkansas, period. There's nothing concerning happening in Arkansas as far as the election goes. It's an extremely red state, and Sarah Huckabee Sanders will probably win. But in some other places that are slightly less red but slightly less red, we've already seen Democrats win. And they immediately say that there's fraud. There is no evidence of fraud. It's that we do have a unique situation where many Americans are completely sick and tired of these Republican nuts. You have many Americans who are seeing Roe v. Wade, nothing done on gun safety, nothing presented as far as policy, just attacking Democrats, attacking liberals, on and on and on. And they're sick enough of it that independents primarily, but some Republicans are choosing to vote for Democrats and turning out in greater numbers. And so we've seen some relatively surprising Democratic wins early so far. And we will see what happens in November. It's not even a question. They're going to do the voter fraud routine again. There's not even a doubt. Sarah Palin has already done it in Alaska. Carrie Lake did it in Arizona. Interestingly, nobody's saying there was fraud where Liz Cheney lost her primary in Wyoming. Very interesting. I wonder why that is. Incredible. With years of fraud in every race, suddenly the Wyoming primary for Liz Cheney was totally clean. Well, what can you do? Must be some explanation for that. But they're going to keep doing this, and it's totally plausible. It will again lead to violence at some point in the future. Horrible stuff. And they do it so casually. It's very anti-American.